Good morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. This is your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I'm here to give you your weekly encouragement on today. Well, on this beautiful, gorgeous, it did come out a little bit gloomy. It's a little bit gloomy, a little bit stale, stagnant, and muggy. But now, do you see what I see? The sun is attempting to come out. You see that beam? It's a light beam. It's not the heavy beam that we always mostly see. But that beam is beginning to come out. You see it? You still see the light on my face? That's what I'm talking about today. Now, as I've already told you, that is the natural sun shining in onto me, which is the blessing. But that is also symbolism of the spiritual sun shining in and desiring to want to shine in through that natural sun onto me, and not only onto me, but through me. But as I've asked you, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you seriously, truly ready for this? Because even though there's more utilization of you, there is greater blessings, but that's not what we're aiming for. That's not what the desire is. You want the favor, and that's what the spiritual sun is showing through that natural sun as of today. The potential favor that could be reigning over your life, that he wants to reign over your life. Not just the blessings. You are here today. That's a blessing. Be grateful. Say thank you. You are able to move around. You're able to hear. You're able to see. You have activity of your limbs. That's a blessing. You have a place to stay in. You have food to eat. Transportation. Income. No matter how small or big, you got something. That's a blessing. But the favor is receiving what is unexpected. The favor is receiving the overflow. More than enough. That's what a lot of us desire. But my question to you today, are you ready? Because for the favor, you got to do something. Faith without works is dead. You got to put in a little effort. Show God that you have the little bit of faith to receive all that favor that he wants to pour out on you, beginning on today. So the question to you is, are you ready? I know I am. I'm going to give you, for those who may be tolerating and teeter-tottering with that, I got something to tell you. I got a nice, beautiful testimonial to go and tell you. So with that being said, let's dive right in. I want to get right down to the weekly encouragement. And today, this is going to be an empowering motivational booster. So I need everybody to listen in and tune in and just ask yourself, is this me? Is this me? Okay, I think this is me. So just lend me your ear. Lend me your ear just for a little bit. So, has anybody felt like beginning within over time, has anybody tuning in today felt like it seems like the better days of my life was behind me? I've already experienced the best days. Seems like it's almost feel like I don't have nothing greater ahead of me. Everything that was great was behind me. Anybody feel like that? Anybody question why it looks like that your future looks more gloomier and shadier than your past? Anybody feel like that? Anybody feel like even though it was bad back then, it was better then? It was bad and better than it is right now. It just seems like now presently it's just worse. Anybody feel like that? Anybody still in that phase like I was talking about last week of the woe is me? Oh my goodness. Anybody feel like that today? Anybody? Because if that's you, you're who I'm talking to. I'm going to give you an enlightenment I'm going to give you an empowerment and a motivation to tell you what's going on. Lean in your ear. Come on, come on. So here you go. If I had to give this weekly empowerment motivational booster a title, it would be simple. What are you focused on? That's the question to ask yourself. What are you focused on? And then I want you to do something. Grasp what he's trying to do. That's to emphasize. I'm going to reiterate that again. The question today to ask yourself is, what am I focused on? The faith movement that you need to step up, the one step, the leap of faith that you need to take today is to grasp what he is trying to do. Somebody out there may be saying, but Dr. Charity, okay, but I'm focused on everything that I need to. Like, and it still ain't working out. Like, I'm still left in the dark. Like, I know what you said about the promise. Yeah, got that. But I still don't see nothing. I still ain't nothing manifesting. I've been focused. I've been right there. I mean, goodness, I'm surprised I ain't burnt no laser hole in something as much as I've been going and pressing in. Okay, I got you. I'm glad you stated that. Somebody else may be saying, well, Dr. Charity, what are you telling me to grasp hold to? There ain't nothing happening. So what is there to grasp hold to? I'm glad you said that too. Lend me your ear. Let's go. Let's dive in. I really got something to tell you. Come on in, because I want to show you where this is coming from my own personal testimonial. So, last week, I tuned in, as for those few people that know, T.D. Jakes celebrated his birthday. Happy belated birthday to Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he had Dr. Joel Tubman speaking at the Potter's house last Sunday. And I watched that. I was meditating that Sunday night. And that sermon that Dr. Joel Tubman really hit me. He talked about letting go and letting God. I know a few of those who have been tuning into my weekly encouragements and weekly empowerments and motivationals over time, those who are the very, very diehard supporters and subscribers, which I do appreciate every last one of you. They have heard this multiple times and it's probably saying, why are you saying this again? This is on repeat. But I'm about to give you a breakdown and explain it. So he was saying to let go and let God. Not let go and let God as in let go of the issue and let God fix it. He was saying to let go of what God has already done and let God come in and do what he's trying to do new in your life. When he said that, that gave me a whole different venue. I said, oh my goodness. I said, oh my God, that's been the issue with me. When I looked at my own life, as I already told y'all, just to ease in this testimony, I told y'all I'm in transition. So I'm literally on the launching pad of being the therapist. I'm on the launching pad to being the business entrepreneur. I'm on the launching pad to being the wife. Everything, it's just changing. So I said, that's the problem. My focus, as Dr. Joel Tubman said, the focus is so emphasized on what God has already done and provided, which I'm not telling you don't praise God, but the praise and the thanks you need that you give the one above should not go towards what he has already done. Tell God thank you, but you should have gave him praise when he did it. You should have gave him as praise in advance before he did that when it happened. The praise and the thanks that goes towards him above is for what he's trying to do right now. But see, sometimes we're so fixated and focused on what he's already done that we ain't even noticing what he's trying to do. We so blind, we blinding ourselves because we still giving praise of what has already succeeded and accomplished in our life. Let me put it down for those who are less religious. Let me give you a break it down in layman's terms. You don't celebrate somebody just because they got a bachelor's 2 years ago. You were supposed to celebrate when you got the bachelor's. You don't sit 2 years ago. That's the time you celebrate. You don't celebrate 2 years later. When you go for your master's, that bachelor celebration ceases. Not ceases to be remembered, but ceases to be celebrated, because that's an accomplishment you've already achieved. That is not the goal. The goal now is that master's, just like where I'm at right now. That's the goal. So you don't need to celebrate the bachelor's degree. That was celebrated in 23. Now you need to celebrate 2027 of becoming the official licensed doctor therapist charity. And the last name gonna be different than what it is, but I'm gonna let God reveal that. So that's where it comes down to. So on today, I'm telling you, focus, grasp what he's trying to do, not what he's done. The praise and the thanks that goes forth on today doesn't need to be for what he's already done in your life. It needs to be for what he's doing, even as we speak under the sound of my voice right now. And I told you it's happening. He's doing something, but you can't tell he's doing something because you're too busy looking and emphasizing on what he's already done. So let me bring in a more in-depth experience. So after hearing Dr. Joel Tubman talk about that, and I let that resonate, something happened Thursday night. I was meditating, I was working, doing some school, doing some assignments and meditating, doing some music therapy. I had Pastor Donna McClurkin on, and I was, thinking about my other half. And my heart said, while I was listening to Speak to My Heart by the great Pastor Donna McClurkin, the lyrics of that vamp came out. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. If I can't hear from you, then I know what to do. I won't go alone. Never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide and let your word abide. And boy, when he got to the part where he was going in, I'm ready. Said it, I'm ready. Said it, I'm ready. Ready. When he went to that part, boy, I was in tears. I was crying because it then out of those lyrics resonated with my heart that I'm ready. I thought about it and I said, Dad, this is all coming together. What Pastor Donna McClurkin is saying through the song that's old as my life, and what Dr. Joel Tubman was saying. Are you listening? Are you even listening to what the Spirit is telling you? And the Spirit told me, said, you still celebrating being the student, and you've already succeeded there. You should not be celebrating me and celebrating in your life because you are a successful master student. You should be celebrating that you are actually about to be a licensed provider. Your name is about to go down in the books as a licensed therapist. That's your celebration. Because you already see the favor that shows that this is going to happen as long as you stay focused. You've already put your faith in. You're putting your faith in right now consistently. And it's already working in your favor. Your celebration and your thanks should not be because the man came, because the one is in your life. That's not the celebration. Because guess what? That wants your prayer. And when he came into your life, when God brought him in here, he already stated out of his mouth that that's not the intention. The intention ain't for him to be no boyfriend. The intention wasn't for him to come in and just sit there, hunky-dory in your life. The intention, what you pray for? Your other half, the one, the husband. That's the intention. So no, you ain't celebrating because he's here. You're celebrating because God has it working in the works. That now you ain't what's meant for you is already in your life. So your celebration is a countdown, okay? Countdown to a official date, an official celebration, an official, that right there. That's what your celebration and your thanks need to be. You already thank God and told God thank you for him being here. That was the right thing to do. But he's already here now. He's been here for a while. He told you in the beginning what he was here for within the first 2 months, which aligns right up with what God already told you prior to him ever showing his face in your life. So you already got confirmation what he's here for. So I'm using that testimony to you today to tell you, your thanks and the praise on today, going through this week, should be for what God is trying to do, what he's working on currently, even under the sound of my voice right now. It should not be for what he's done. I didn't say forget. Yes, the scripture did say forget not his benefits. Don't forget what he's done. Always reflect. But the act of thanks and praise needs to go up today for what he's doing, because he's doing something right now, but you are focused on too much of what he's done to even acknowledge and recognize that he's working. So today, go through this week giving thanks and praise and grasping for what he's doing. That's where your focus needs to be. Focus on that. Focus on that. Don't focus on what he's already done, because you've already succeeded that. He's already blessed you and gave you favor and shined on that. That's old. I hate to say it, but I'm going to give it to it in layman's terms. That's old news. That apex and that mountain has already been accomplished. Tell God thank you. Move on. So now your focus needs to be on what he's doing, because he's doing something. But you don't even realize it, because your focus is still like Lot's wife, looking behind instead of looking at what's in front. You're focusing on what was good and can't even see the greater that's coming into your life. And I'm here. I don't know who this is for, but greater is coming into your life even now under the sound of my voice. Greater is waiting on you, but you too busy looking behind. Turn your face and focus. Today, give the praise and thanks for what he's doing, because he's doing something, and it ain't small, and it's going to be big. It's great. But you will not be able to see great as long as you're looking back. Look forward. And don't just look forward, look up. And you'll see what I'm beginning to see, what I saw Thursday night that had me in tears, because I was saying, oh my goodness, it ain't just the fact that it's transition. My whole life is transition. Like, it's actually moving. It's actually, the train is actually moving. Oh my God, so this is actually happening. Wow. He's actually speaking to my heart. He's giving his holy word. And I am hearing, but Lord, I can't even take it to the book, what I'm hearing, because of the fact that I'm still emphasizing on what has happened and not at what is happening. So today, I want you to focus on what is happening. Focus on what's happening now. Don't focus on what is already happening. What is already happening. That's something to praise God for, yes. But the thanks, go through this week and state that the thanks and the praise that goes up above is not for what he's already done, but what he's doing right now, even now, because it's happening for me right now. So that's where your focus needs to be. Zero in and focus on that beginning on today, because it's already there, just like it's already working in my favor. Mine already know. The school knows. I've already heard stuff from the professor. The career knows, and even my other half. Which, shout out to my other half. He's a blessing. Happy Father's Day to everybody tuning in, including my other half. He doesn't have no biological kids. That is, of course, changing. But he is a great manly example. And I do give honor to that, because you don't find too many young men like that. And he's a great example. So I said all that to say this. Focus on what he's doing, not what he's done. Because what he's done was good, but what he's doing right now, even now, is even greater. But you've got to focus on that to even see it. Don't miss out on it, because it's already happening for you, and it's already done. He's just about to release it from the heavens and the spiritual realm into the natural, and it's about to manifest. But the question is, are you focused on that? Are you ready for that? Because it's about to happen. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. It's happening right now. Well, that's all that I have for you on today, but tune in next week for another weekly encouragement. Please subscribe to Lady Superwoman on YouTube. That's at Lady Superwoman 9999. That's 4 9s after the Lady Superwoman on YouTube for all of your weekly encouragements. And remember, as you go forth through this week, that is happening. That focus on not what he's done, but what he's doing. So beginning on today, I'm going to repeat so you can take this to heart right now. I want you to go through, and the thanks and praise that you give beginning on today is not for what he's already done, but for what he's doing right now. Because what he's doing right now is bigger, better, and greater than what you've ever seen or experienced in your life. But you've got to be in tune and focused on what he's doing. So give him a thanks and a praise in advance, because it's sooner, and it's happening right now sooner than you think. I love you. Tune in next week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.